Hi Gemini, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Gemini, I'm starting to record. I'm starting to do your reading today on the 20th of May. And I've started to incorporate the frequency of the number into the reading. And the frequency today is basically an upgrade, basically moving to the next step. It's like 20 is like 2.0. It's relationships, communication, and conversations. And the whole year is 2020, so it's a good like 2020 situation that is happening today. So there's something very much in alignment and very much so around relationships. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partner, but it can be like alignment with coworkers, with friends, with family members, with most of all your inner alignment, like your balance with yourself, basically. So let's see specifically what's going on for you, Gemini, for the very near future. I'm using the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. I want to make clear that it's not a typical tarot reading. I don't know tarot. I'm using the images of the cards to get my intuition going. So let's see what's going on for you, Gemini. Probably seen that I'm not posting in the way that I usually did, and I'm sort of shifting things around a bit just to make it basically work for me and yes, still be able to put these videos out there. There you go. There we go. That was 2 and 3. Excuse me. That was first. And then we have that one and that one. Awesome. Oh, wow. Gemini, you've been quite interesting lately. Okay, so we have 919 on the table, but we also have 9118. I'll explain. So with a 20 here, it's beautiful. So we have fulfillment of wishes. Number 9, I do apologize. The program reverses the images of the cards, and I'm keeping it in for now. This is number 9. This is on the top there. And it's wishes. No, it's fulfillment of wishes. It's a green border, so it speaks about how something has been healed and it's sort of time to move on. And whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been striving for, wishing for, longing for, is just on the brink, is what it feels like. Just on the brink. I feel for most Geminis, things are that you've been asking for. It's a general reading, so take whatever that is. It's not even focused on love. It's general for a lot of people. So it can really be anything. So put in, like, fill in the blank, what's going on in your life. Whatever you're like working towards, you've started to see manifestations around it. And it's like at the same time as you're sort of moving into something new, you're ending some things. So I feel like there's a little bit of back and forth in that energy. Sometimes you pick up the energy of what you're stepping away from, and sometimes you pick up the energy of what you're moving towards, if that makes sense. But the main energy here is that you're moving towards and that things are now coming in. 9 can also mean unconditional. So unconditional, we usually put that around love, unconditional love. But it's like, it's unconditioned. And unconditioned means that you're choosing to be happy no matter how it looks on the outside. And I think that that's been the practice for you for quite a while until now. Now it's going to be easier. It's even so silly when I say this. Like, it's easier to feel that you don't have a headache if you don't have a headache. Obviously, you would say, silly person. But this is the focus, like to feel like you don't have a headache even though you have one, or feel like you have enough money even when you don't. Feel like you're a happy, content, fulfilled person even when you feel otherwise. I know it takes a bit of practice. I know it takes a bit of mastery to get to that point. But I want to say that the majority of you guys who are attracted to this channel and who are now in the midst of going a bit back and forth in leaving behind what doesn't serve you anymore and moving to what does serve you, is not a mental game anymore. It's not just feeling it even though it's not there, or like working on, I think you know what I mean, working on shifting that vibration or shifting that energy into what it is that you want. You're literally starting to see evidence of it now. So it's not that tough, because now the story around it would be, okay, so now I don't have to sort of find a satisfying feeling within me, or I don't have to feel okay with the fact that I don't. That's not what I'm asking, or that's not what's coming through. So let's start again. I'm using money because it's so easy to use money. So before, you might have looked at your bank account and you felt like, holy shoot, how am I going to solve this month? And then you need to practice feeling secure. You need to practice feeling supported, feeling like you have enough, even if the condition is telling you that you don't. The unconditioned is you're feeling supported and satisfied no matter what the condition is saying. Now, when you're looking at your bank account, it's like your bank account has increased. So now you're actually able to look at the condition and get a bit of help from the condition itself, which means you've reached the point where you don't need the condition anymore. I hope this makes sense. You don't need the condition anymore. You don't need your bank statement to tell you that you have enough money in order for you to feel secure, right? You can choose to feel secure anyway, because it has nothing to do from the outside with you. No people, no money, no circumstance, nothing is telling you what to feel. You can choose that right now. You can choose about like what you're going to think about, right? So it feels like you really have stepped into this mastery, the mastery of your mind, that you are now able to see things working out for you even when they didn't, and so therefore now they are. So you've started to see manifestations coming in, fulfillment of wishes coming in, because you've mastered this unconditional thing. Only now it's going to be so much easier and so much more fun, because now you get to watch your bank statement that is saying that is increasing, or you get to watch people around you being really supportive when before you maybe felt like nobody was supporting you, or like nobody was on your side. All of a sudden that has shifted, and so the physical aspect of it is there now, so it's so much easier for you to focus on that. I think you got it. It's the parting of the seas here. So it's like you're like a freaking Jesus parting of the sea. And it wasn't Jesus. I learned that. It wasn't Jesus that parted the sea. Then we have a number 1. So we have like a strong ending and unconditional practice moving into number 1, strong new beginning in love. And it's a general reading, so like I said, due to the foundation of today's date as well, it can mean that it's like we were talking about soulmates left and right, but this is, you can have several soulmates where you feel so close to a family member, you can feel so close to a friend, because they're a soulmate. You can have a romantic partner that is a soulmate. You can have, and it's love. It's the core love that you're stepping into. It feels like you're choosing everything from, I would say nothing much upsets you, because you're coming from such a loving place, and it's a new beginning. It's like you almost just, it works in theory, but then when stuff happens, it's easy to not stay there. But it's like you worked your way there, and so now you're in this place where you're choosing to to stay in the love vibration, to stay in the feeling of love no matter what happens. Very unconditional again. This could mean that there's a new friendship entering your life. It means that it could mean that there's a new romantic partner coming in. Just a new co-worker situation that really is built on trust and love and respect rather than anything else. So it's a really gorgeous energy that is going on around you, and that's due to you. You've been able to elicit, is that what you say? Elicit. Sometimes I hear words and I don't know if they're correct. It's like the energy is that you're the one who's sort of pulling something out of a situation. You're someone that is making this happen. You're putting it together. Eliciting it. Then we have the shadow card. So it just speaks about what, and this is number 1, new beginnings again, and number 8, which is probably the most powerful number of all the frequencies. And it's the infinity sign. It speaks about the never-endedness of something, the never-endedness of the universe, of your life, really. Even though and in your physical life, there's a never-endedness. And it's a strong manifestational number. So it's so above, so below, so in heaven, so on earth. So it's like the figure 8 is just talking about how you're now bringing in the bacon. You're now bringing in... we're not staying in the energy realms anymore. It's not a dream state anymore. It's not a wishful state. It's an actual realization, an actual manifestation of what it is that you want. So, and then we're adding those two up. Then we have number 9 again. So 919. It's like, and that's where I get the energy of, okay, so we're sometimes back in what we're leaving behind, and we're sometimes in the new. And sometimes we're back, and then sometimes we're in the new. And as I said, it says 12:12 on the clock. And it's back and forth here as well. It's like you're passing on the torch. You're passing on the staff to this new version of you, this new sun version of you, the lighter version of you. And we're leaving behind this shadow part of you, the sort of dark night of the soul journey. But they're both still holding on to it. And I mean, if I go to my personal life, I'd say I couldn't be this much in the light had it not been for the dark night of the soul. Like, had it not been for the shadow side, or for the crap, excuse my French, that has happened along the way, that sort of allows for you to grow and allows for you to be just choose wiser for yourself, to awaken. I understand that there's some people that, you know, they're stepping into new situations and they just never wake up, and I call those like just the sleepers. It's like they don't even have an intent to learn and grow and know. Like, it's just not in them to do that. It's so way more safe to just stay put where they are and not sort of. And the reason I say this is because you probably have those around you, or I wouldn't be inspired to say this. So you probably have people around you that has decided almost to stay asleep. Like, they're almost taking pride in not shifting or changing. It's like they're going to stay, they think it's staying true to themselves, only holding back so much that they're not evolving. They're becoming these cavemen or cave women that sort of doesn't want to move forward. And those people are usually catalysts. I found a collective word for them, and that's catalysts. Like, they will enter your life and they will stir things up, but only because you wanted it to. You wouldn't have sat down and say, I want to meet a catalyst person and I want to live through some yummy crap for a while. That seems fun. Maybe I'll learn something. You don't say that, but if you're anything like me, and you probably are, or you wouldn't be drawn here, you can go through some really heavy stuff. The difference between you and the catalyst person is that you're growing from it. You're evolving, you're maturing, you're getting wiser, you're unlocking things about yourself that you prior to the catalyst person did not know about yourself, that you prior to this person did not have even the capacity, like the energy within you wasn't even there, like this, I don't know how to, the space that you need to have, like you need to, it's almost like you have an apartment, maybe you have like a 2-bedroom apartment and somebody's giving you furniture for a 6-bedroom apartment, and so okay, I'm being given all this stuff, but I literally have too small space to use any of it, so it literally has to stay outside. So are you planning on moving? Nah, I'm gonna stay in my 2-bedroom apartment and you keep your stuff. That's the catalyst. But you, on the other hand, you're getting that bigger apartment. You're getting that bigger, where you're almost at the beginning are like, oh, I don't have enough furniture here. It's like, it's a bit empty, it's a bit spacey. And then all of a sudden, because you've expanded into that place, you now have room for those furniture. I hope that analogy makes sense. She was talking about chairs and stuff, I don't know. That's where you're at. I feel like you've expanded, matured, got wiser, and really evolved to this place of pure new understanding. It's still a bit back and forth between those energies, but you're slowly going to gravitate more and more and more into the light version of yourself, and just have this sort of be in the back of your head, like be grateful and thankful for the, excuse the French again, the bitch/douchebag catalyst person, catalyst situations even, that has brought you to this place. You could have not been there was it not for those people or situations. I think you get it. We're ending that. You're stepping into this new, like it's fulfillment, wishes of fulfillment. I keep turning that around. So it might be a wish that you want to be feeling fulfilled as well. There's a strong ending, strong new beginning, and we're staying there for infinity now. It's like this upgraded 2.0 version of yourself. It's really awesome. And you're gonna see things coming into you like never before. Here we have a 3, so passion, creativity, fun, joy, laughter. Here it is again, partnerships and alliances. So there's big focus here today on coming together with, I mean, it's a 2.0, it's 20, so we have 20, 20, 20. So it's a strong emphasis on relationships, conversation, and communication through relationships. Like through work-related stuff, through romantic partners, through friendships, through family members. You're coming together with people right now that is of, and get this right, of the same color. They could have been, because I do love this picture image, because it's being exactly the opposite. It's being represented of like more of a Caucasian person or a white person, and then maybe a bit more of a colored person. And then the different colors around it, like rainbow colors, really showing that we're coming together over borders, over, it doesn't matter really. We're coming together due to core beliefs, due to soulmate bonds, rather than anything else. But it's the feeling of we're sharing the same color, we're sharing the same, maybe not the same color of the skin, but we're sharing the same core beliefs, the same soulmate origin, if that makes sense. I'm going to stop there and move into the extended. I'm going to pull more cards and see what I can find, see what this partnership is all about. Romantic partnership, friendship, whatever wants to come out. I never know. Sometimes they take a complete different turn than, so I don't usually dare to say exactly what it's going to be about. But if you're interested in that, the link is in the description box down below if this is where we part ways. And thank you so much for watching, Gemini, and I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye.